2019 is here, so I have decided to share with you some of my plans for this year. As you know, at the moment I'm covering mostly nu metal and bands that are or were associated with this genre in the past. But most of the bands changed their sound throughout the years for a number of reasons. And I cover that in my Rise and Fall of Nu Metal series. But some things cannot be covered in this series alone, so I will be covering other genres that followed nu metal and essentially stole the spotlight from nu metal acts. In early 2000s, bands such as The Used, My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, Funeral for a Friend, Taking Back Sunday, and others began to gain traction, and by mid-2000s they were some of the biggest bands around. About the same time, on the heavier front, post-hardcore bands began to rise as well. On the more of a metal edge, we had metalcore acts rising to fame with bands like Killswitch Engage, As I Lay Dying, Bullet for My Valentine, Trivium, Avenged Sevenfold, and the list goes on. Alternative rock and alternative metal gained traction, so did more extreme types of metal, as well as heavy music from around the world. And we still had unique acts such as Rammstein and Marilyn Manson at top of their game. So in 2000s there was no shortage of heavy music. Even more mainstream, radio-friendly rock bands were much more worthy than what we get today, and there were quite a few of them as well. And I, like many others, took advantage of that and was at some point in time invested in each genre or a band to a certain extent. There was so much going on and everything was kind of new, so it was a great time to be a fan of metal and rock music. And to be fair, I, for instance, had no clue that this was something special. I kind of took it as a given. I did not follow what was top in the charts, so I had no clue that some bands that I listened to were actually quite big, but at the time I just listened to what I liked. So this year I will begin expanding horizons of this channel. Actually, this channel was never really meant to be focused on nu metal alone, and if you pay attention, it doesn't really, as I have covered alternative rock, industrial and gent acts. But I got most response to nu metal related videos, so I tried to give my viewers what they asked for. But for the last few months, the views dropped significantly, so a change needs to be made. Which means I will be diving into some new territory for this channel. But not to worry, Rise and Fall of Nu Metal will not be going anywhere, as I have a lot of material ready for this series and other series already present on this channel. So I have quite a few interesting things for this year. I just hope I can deliver them, as I'm getting extremely busy these days. But I will still try to upload at least one video every month. I thank you for your time and support you have given me so far, and I wish you best of luck this year.